Hi guys, Joe here with Ankilo Inc. and I've got another showcase of my old TCG. The one that I call the Ancient Relic, my first one. This will be part 3 out of 4. So I've got a lot of cards that I want to get through quickly, so let's just get started. We have Rapid Power. This is I guess specifically Trap Turtle support, which I think we've already seen. I don't know why, but it exists. Then we have Igrim, like an alien, maybe like a beholder type thing. I'm not sure. Slime Lordess. I think this is the boss monster for the slime cards, which all looked the exact same if I remember correctly. Hacking. So that's supposed to be the hacking, and apparently he died, or was killed, assassinated, I guess. Switch 2 enemy cards, defense and attack points, and sacrifice 1 5 cost. Grandpa Maple. It's a very ugly looking tree with some awkward berries, and then a little floating orb. So it's got a special card that requires to summon it, because it's got a question mark start cost. Mountain Drake. Another Drake monster. This is an Earth-related one. God, it is ugly. I don't know why, but we're getting all the ugly ones today. Crawfish. Not fish, but frish. Yeah. Ugh. You can really tell that my artwork has greatly improved. 5 points if you can guess which Pokemon this one's based off of. Lizard Bird. Didn't even spell lizard right. Scaly Headbutt. Tricera King. Okay, kind of looks like a Xenomorph, strangely enough. Rocco Beetle. This is pretty much a direct ripoff of Pinsir. Prime Drakevole. I think there were a few Drakevole or Evolve cards that we saw last time. Great White Vulture. Now, funny enough, this was inspired from, not Braviary, the other one, the Vulture Bird Pokemon from Black and White. So that should date this game. So I was making this around Black and White, which was, God, like 10 years ago at this point, probably. I don't know. Carnotaur, but it looks more like an Allosaurus, if anything. Multiply, this is actually not too bad of an artwork. Some bacteria. Give a monster 500 attack and and defense for 2 turns. Okay. Mountain Vine. Now, we all know the meme. I've seen it. Well, I'm not gonna say it. Volcanic, a nice volcano. Kill 2 cards in both hand, yours and your enemy. Okay, so both players discard 2 cards. Sneak Attack. What an ugly ninja, but that's what it is. That's how I draw hands, by the way. Whoops. That's how I draw hands. Just do a little, or back then I just do a little scribble mark. Block 1 attack and kill the attacker. Okay. Grape Slime. This is just directly stolen from Card Wars from Adventure Time. Shrimpix. That one's not actually too bad. Like a crustacean bug. Power Sap. Okay. I wonder why I called it a sap. Give a card 300 attack points next turn. Interesting. If anything, I should have used goo or serum or something. Well, not serum. I didn't know that word back then, most likely. Brachiomon. I don't know why I added mon at the... Well, I know I added mon so that it wouldn't just be Brachio. Leaper. I think I stole this from somewhere. I don't remember where. No, I do remember. I think I was watching somebody play Turok. Like one of the older Turok games, and I just used... Like there was an enemy in that, and I based it off that, I think. War Dog. This is based off of a... Command and Conquer dog, only I strapped a machine gun because I didn't think a dog attacking would be good enough or something. I don't know. Vinel, again, 5 points if you can guess what Pokemon this one's based off of. A little difficult because, I mean, you can't really tell. It's supposed to be a tangle of vines. That's a second hint, by the way. Bun, just a little rabbit. Probably the weakest card in the game, now that I think about it. A 1-star, 100. I don't think I've seen that bad of stats. Zug. Oh my god. Okay, so just to clarify, yes, a lot of these cards are pretty much just carbon copies of other things. I mean, that's just what I did for some of my earlier card games. Hell, I have a card game that's literally just Plants vs. Zombies Heroes artwork, but like that I drew for some reason. I don't know. I was a weird kid when it came to my cards. But this is based off of an old mobile app game. It was like Monster Legends or Dragon City, where like you breed 2 different elements and whatnot. But it was an old mobile phone game, and I based this off of one of them. It's crazy. Prime Tech Bots. These are based off of Portal, the 2 co-op players. Looks like VSAC, or it's Vesaur of Velociraptor, V-Claw, Double Claw. Weird. King's Command. Your enemy can attack for 3 turns. Okay, pretty boring and tame artwork there and idea. Oak Cocoon. Sacrifice P-Pillar and put this in its place. Summon Moth Beetle in 3 turns. So this is just a Yu-Gi-Oh! Cocoon of Great Moth or whatever it was called ripoff. Vine Twitch. Opponent's card loses 500 attack points. Okay. Oh, that's why some of these are so weird. So I was basing these off of my little... outside of basing it off of other random things, I was also basing it, I had a bunch of little Pokemon little minifigures, and I would grab one and then make a card off that. And I had a few that were multiple like copies or whatever. So that's why this is just like a flustercluck of just ideas and random inspirations and whatnot. This is the first card game though that like I felt proud of. Not really, but you know, close enough. Mind Control. Control 2 cards for 1 turn. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's just artwork stolen from Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. Grand Sage Tornado. Grand Sage collect the surrounding winds that shoot a ball of wind that switches green card positions. Okay. Great. It's got flavor text written into the ability. Whale Reborn. Like Monster Reborn, only it's a whale. Ultra Revive. Draw 2 cards and revive a card. I just want to make clear, both these cards cost the same, whatever that resource is, and this one only has 1 ability where this one has 2. God, my balancing was shit back then. Wind Up Soldier. Oh, that's not terrible. This is I guess part of the Wind Up, you know, a little toy soldier. That's supposed to be a hat, by the way. I know. Pretty interesting gun. Maybe he shoots like nails or something. Darukumon. I think we saw Venom Darukumon or Poison Darukumon last time. So this is the frankly shittier version, but what are you gonna do? Nightshade. Kill an enemy for 100 life points. Okay, so this game had life points too. Wonderful. So this was just Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime Yu-Gi-Oh! But shit. Gigraph. That is actually not a terrible design idea. Ancient Centiscorpion. This was based off of an old Xbox. You know, I think it was also on PS2 it would have been, I think. And PC too. But it's an old King Kong game that I used to play. Make-A-Wish. That's a poorly drawn house that a 3-year-old could do better, and a poorly drawn shooting star that a 3-year-old could have done better. Draw a card. If it's a spell card, draw another. Okay. I wonder if I implied that it would keep going until you draw a creature card, or if it just happens at once. Grand Iron Golem. Kind of looks like a monkey. At least I gave him kind of hands. I was so close. I just needed to add a line right there, and it would have looked so much better. Iron Battle, that's his attack. Oh, great. That was god awful. Blood Roll. Jesus Christ, bring me back to the Grand Iron Golem. Roll a dice. Even gain 300 life points. Odd, lose 500 life points. So I never liked using die. I still don't like using die. If I can avoid it, I will say or try to say dice, like a dice roll. Because like die for a singular, it just doesn't sound right. Obviously it's grammatically correct, but like in the terms of saying it as a sentence, it's easier to understand what you're gonna do when you say I'm gonna roll the dice rather than I'm gonna roll a die. You know, Golden Eagle, draw 3 cards, a better Pot of Greed. Leaf Fode, okay, a little tadpole leafy thing. Wood Elf. Jesus criminy. Learn how to draw a straight line. Oh, I never used rulers or anything like that, by the way. I was adamant and bleh, to never use them. But I did eventually, I would cut out a card template and use that, draw that over it. I've got a few of those. I could show a couple of them off on some of my other card showcases when it becomes relevant. Yeah, but the green cards were all like nature-y based, like a quote-unquote set 2 or an expansion or whatever. Funky Shrooms! That one's upside down. I could have drawn a better mushroom than that. Your enemy green cards can't attack for 3 turns. Okay. Buzzlebee. So this is a bee with TNT. Doesn't look like a bee. And that doesn't say TNT. Odd Powder. Your opponent can't draw next turn. Not a bad effect. Very terrible artwork though. Fire Drake. Just as ugly as its Mountain Drake cousin. Grand Sage Ice Blaze. Grand Sage shoots a giant ice sheet that kills all enemy monsters. Great. Steampunk Army. Doesn't look steampunk. Auto guns. Jesus, what? Steampunk my ass. Ooh, Missile Grasshopper. Now this is not actually half bad. That leg's a little off, but like it's not actually that bad of a design in my opinion. Grass Missile. Spider Bomb. Egg Mine. So I guess he lays an egg mine. I'm just gonna move on. I don't want to look at his 8. His what? No, just 6 eyes that are just like full of disappointment. Oak Elemental, not a terrible design. It's a pretty basic card. Griever, because couldn't be Reaper or just Reaver. Though I don't think I knew Reaver was a word, so I just did Grieve. Or I guess, I don't know. Not a terrible design. I don't know. So I got lazy, and instead of drawing him holding the scythe, I just like physically attached, like stuck it through his arm, and then instead of just drawing his claws, I got lazy and just didn't. Shell Cocoon. I think this is Larvin. So I had 2 different Ultimate Great Moth type card combos. Great. Hand Foreseen. Look at your enemy's hand and take 1 card. That is a good overpowered broken effect. Grand Sage Fireball. Grand Sage shoots a fireball that kills one enemy green monster card. Okay. Jetter. This is based off of Ass Blasters from Tremors 3. The Tremors franchise being absolutely amazing god tier movies, except for the last one, and funny enough, Tremors 3. Watery Elemental. That's not how you spell watery, or Watry, I don't know. Sea Cannon, apparently that's his attack, so. Mud Splash. No one can attack for 2 turns. It's just scribbles. No reason to keep on that one. Zap. It's not monkey. Okay? It's not monkey. It's Mlonky. I'd like to think that this is a very unique... This is a single individual, and his name is Mlonky. Scissorlisk. I think there is a Lisk archetype. Well, I say archetype, but, you know, group of cards. And they're semi-based off of Zerg from StarCraft. Lisk Network. Here's another card. Scissorlisk doesn't look like it's a part of that, though. It looks more reptilian than bug. Lisk Network. Search your grave and deck for 2 Lisk creatures and put them in hand. Okay, so this is a Nidus Network. Migralisk. So this is most likely... No, it has to be based off the Roach. Yeah. So it looks very similar to the Ravager, funny enough, though, which was made during Legacy of the Void, which was like 2014, and I was not working on this game back then. Bubble Beam. 1 enemy card can't attack next turn. This is just a Pokemon move. Weaponry Control. So I think that's supposed to be a shelves. Switch every card on the field to its opposite position. Attack to defense, defense to attack. I didn't even spell the abbreviation of defense right. Shell Rhino, I'm pretty sure I just stole that from somewhere else. I don't remember where. Maybe it was the same game from that Zug Fly or whatever that was called. Bumblebush Pig. This I also ripped off wherever Shell Rhino was, so 2 peas in a pod, I guess. So it wasn't supposed to be Bumblebush, it was supposed to be Bramblebush, but I couldn't remember what the actual word was, so I thought it was Bumblebush and not, but it's Bramblebush. Kraken Tentacle, there's that. I think we saw a few other Kraken cards in the last video, so this is another one of those. Gallant Hero, not a terrible design. Lion's Heart, he's butt naked though, so I just want to clarify. Or maybe he's not, maybe he's just made of iron, maybe he's made of armor. And then the last one for today, Arcanith. It's a trilobite type thing, maybe lizard creature, I don't know. So that was the third part. Just for notice, this is the stack that we have left. That should only be one more video. This is the stack that we got through today in comparison. So about double the stack that we have left. And then here's the stack of all the cards that we've gotten through. In reality, this card stack probably only goes to like here. But because I'm using other cards and tape and all that, it just layers up. That will be one more video. And then after that, I can finally start moving on to some of my more exciting card games. Well, not really exciting, but just better made, better visually, like nicer looking card games. Which I'm looking forward to because I've got a few that I'm really excited to show you, especially like the old version of Phytora. So that's all I have to say today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye. Well, bye.